profit generating department, thus allowing for them to trust us a lot more. It makes a huge difference. Then the third thing you want to do, you want to connect central store processing efficiency to operational goals. I want to show how central store processing improvements enable other departments to function more efficiently. Here's the thing that a lot of people don't consider. The changes that you're making in your central store processing department, most people don't consider how that affects other departments that depend on you. So if I don't consider the other departments, and I'm not how do you say? And when I'm sending my report or I'm talking to my upline, and I'm not letting them know I've already considered the other departments, we've communicated, and they're all on board because they know it helps all of us, that cuts the time. Why? Because if you send something up to them and they agree, then they got to take time out of their busy schedule to then have meetings with all these other stakeholders from different departments, which is what the proverbial red tape comes from. Red tape comes from when you that are asking for whatever you're asking for, you're not considering having the conversation with other stakeholders from other departments that are going to be affected by what you're asking for. If you go to them first, if you're not in management or director, talking to your management and saying, hey, I have an idea, but I know it's going to affect these departments. Can I talk to these stakeholders to get their opinion before I bring it to you? They're going to tell you yes. Why? Because that's work that they're going to have to do. The red tape, the proverbial red tape, comes from when people are sending requests without doing their research first. Red tape is only red tape when you haven't ran through all the cautionary steps first. But if you've done the work, imagine going to your upline and saying, hey, I have this information. I talked to this department. I talked to that department. I talked to that, and they're all on board. They all said that they will back me. I would love to have a meeting to show you exactly what this looks like and how they see benefit in it too as well, and how it will properly and efficiently affect their departments, therefore making all of us more profitable and making you look good to the board. Y'all see the difference in that communication? Versus, here's my proposal. Can you send me $100,000 or $30,000 or $250,000 to fix this, without considering all the other components that are affected by them getting you more budget? If y'all banking what I'm thinking, let me see B's in the chat. Stay with me. Stay with me. Don't get lost. So the first one is emphasize cost savings. The second one is demonstrate impact on quality. The third one is to connect your central store processing efficiency to total operational goals. If the OR can increase their caseload by 10% and our average surgery is $60,000, and 10%, let's say there are 10,000 cases a year. 10% of 10,000 is what? 1,000 cases. 1,000 cases times the average surgery of $60,000. Somebody do the math. 1,000 cases. Say you're able to increase 1,000 cases by fixing the structure. The average cost is $60,000 a surgery for 1,000 new cases. How much of new money did you help produce for the hospital? Rebecca, this is when it turns into revenue. Somebody do the math. 60,000 times 1,000 new cases. What's the math? $60 million to the hospital. Who's going to say no to your $250,000 ask if it's going to produce the hospital an additional $60 million? Are y'all following me? Are y'all with me? Do y'all see the difference? You're like, oh, Dr. Jake, I get it. Dr. Jake, I get it. It's not just the ask, it's me not considering the other portion of the ask. Can I make it personal? Let me give you an example. It's like having that family member always making their problems more important than your problems. You have children, they have children. You got a job, they have a job. You have responsibility, they have responsibility. But they always are asking you to borrow money and take money from your house and your family, and you're budgeting, you're doing right. Y'all make the same amount of money, but they keep asking you to borrow money, never paying it back, never showing face, and then have the audacity to have an attitude when you tell them no and choose your family that month or that year. That's how it looks like when you're talking to senior leadership about your asks without considering their responsibility. Because in most facilities, anything over $1 million for the CEOs, they have to go to the board. So if you're asking the CEO to go to the board on behalf of a manager inside of a department, has 7 layers of leadership in between. From a manager or a supervisor's idea to not consider that they're going to have to answer to the board, making a $250,000 more investment, that puts us at 1.25, but we'll make $60 million from this investment. That's the executive edge. That's how you cut through the noise. That's how you separate yourself. That's how you consider to be on the board. That's how they ask you to be a part of advisory. That's how you're considered. And then the fourth thing, y'all, I'm doing this for the people. My CEO is going to get mad. I'm showing y'all this. I'm doing this one for the people. How you present this is in what we call an S-bar. An S-bar framework allows for you to really build the clarity of your ask. You're going to present the specific challenge, such as rising cost and instrument maintenance, whatever it is. You're going to present the situation in detail. Now, one of the beautiful things about the clients that we work with, we help them craft this because you're not going to be good at it first. So the reason why our hospital clients love us, we provide a white glove experience to really not only do it on behalf of you, but we teach you how to do it so you're not always dependent on us to do it. Because a partnership is not to hold someone captive to you. It's to build them up so that y'all can be equals and you can trust each other in moving an organization forward. So the first thing you do, you are detailed about the situation. The B in S-bar is the background. You explain the central sterile processing's role in maintaining whatever the support is. What's the background? How much it costs the hospital? Not having this historically over the last 10 years, it's cost the hospital $600 million in lawsuits. We believe that we can cut that cost by 10% by adding, this is the background. The assessment is, we believe by adding this, and this, hiring SIPs, getting this equipment, getting that, we believe that this is worth the investment because this investment will help cut costs by 10% of a $60 million loss. That'll bring $6 million back and we can start chipping away at it. That's the assessment. The recommendation, you type in, what is the proposed solution and how we project those cost savings or operational improvements. By framing the central sterile processing role in terms of cost effectiveness, efficiency, and support to other departments, central sterile processing leaders can demonstrate their department's strategic value to organizations. Take a screenshot of the S-bar framework. We didn't make it up. This is typically what you'll learn in your MBA program or your MHA.